All right. We're on the Artist Alley floor. It's Friday.
I think it's Friday. Lost track of time.
And
Time moves differently.
or not at all. With Ethan Sachs. First off, it's great to finally meet you in person after
Yes.
we've talked a couple times. We talked about the COVID chronicles. We talked about the climate change. I think that we both did the same at the same time. And then we chatted more recently about Haunted Girl. So how did that campaign end up, and what's next?
Yeah, no, I mean, in general, like, we've had some pretty good experiences with the Haunted Girl. It's been great. My daughter and I have done, last week we did like a virtual talk with an employees group at CMTA, the Metropolitan Transit Authority in New York, libraries and schools and things like that. So it's been really great. And in fact, she's coming here on Sunday. And Mark Lorenzana, the artist, Yami and I are doing a joint signing, first time in 2 years at my table, which is pretty cool. So it's been great. Like, we get people coming up to us and telling us, how they had similar experiences with being hospitalized for suicidality and depression, and they saw themselves in this book. So that's kind of the mission has been to, provide catharsis, provide inspiration, provide some kind of incentive for help for people struggling through mental health crises.
Well, I really want to thank you again for taking the time to talk about it. I mean, it's not I guess it's not something easy to really talk about, but you guys have the ability to put it out into I guess I want to say creative.
No, I mean, hopefully it's creative. Hopefully it's entertaining. It's not something that resonates with you directly in terms of experience. Uh, I'm a big believer in not having stigma talking about mental health, and also as a writer, you want to find ways to channel this stuff in a fictional story that hopefully is entertaining first and foremost. You don't want someone falling asleep on page 10 and never knowing how it ends.
So, do you have anything you're currently working on, or do you have done that you can talk about? Or
Yeah, unfortunately, the stuff I can talk about is limited to a few things, but I have some really cool stuff coming out in the next 2 months. First, later this month, there is for Dark Horse a Avatar tipping point, and that is the blue Avatar, the James Cameron Avatar. The cool thing about it is, much like Star Wars comics, it is official canon. So this particular story is set during the gap year between the very beginning, the prologue of Avatar: Way of Water, and then it says 1 year later, and they have that heist sequence. So this is kind of like it's a major plot, and it was actually working with James Cameron. So like, how cool is that?
I mean,
Yeah.
not to name drop.
My favorite story I like to tell is I sent a 12-page outline for 6 issues, which is not short, and then I got back a 26-page Microsoft Word document. So James Cameron's notes were longer than my actual outline. So that was pretty amazing. But yeah, it's just an incredible experience. And then on a similar note, November 12th, a week after Predator's Badlands comes out.
That's right.
Yeah, I wrote the official prequel, and by the way, future superstar artist Alvin Chain was a winner of a Marvel contest, and the artist, we worked again with filmmaker. We worked with Dan Trachtenberg, the co-writer director, and he was instrumental in like really a lot of cool stuff going on, and so that was awesome. And then I guess the other cool thing I can tell you about is I'm doing the third issue of Boba Fett, Black, White, and Red. And it is probably the best Star Wars single story I've ever done. So yeah, less I tell you about it, the better.
No, I wouldn't want it to be spoiled because I love your work on Star Wars. So.
Thank you.
But where can people find you? I'll wrap this up so you can get back to
sitting on my butt at a table for another 5 hours.
Yeah.
They can find me on Blue Sky, Ethan Sachs, not Sachs, I guess, Blue Sky, or whatever the heck it is. I don't think there are other Ethan Sachs on Blue Sky, what makes it easier. I'm also on Instagram, little less often. But yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for chatting with us again, and always a pleasure to talk with you. And hope you enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. That was a rambling.
Hopefully, I wasn't too not rambling more than usual.